Mac Miller.
Oh man, let's not do this.
What?
No, I'm not. Whoa,
Was
where do
there
you think I'm going with
news?
this?
What's the news?
Mac Miller.
What about it?
He's obviously passed a couple years ago.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
And he recently came out with an album. His second album after death, called Balloonerism. And people are getting people are giving, just in general, mixed reactions on just the idea of like record labels releasing art in general. Record labels releasing music posthumously. Like,
Yeah.
And by posthumously, I mean like after an artist has passed, suddenly they have like 6 albums in the vault that everybody needs to hear.
Yeah, it is a big.
It's a little weird. How do you guys feel about that?
I hate it as well. It's the same.
It's fine to an extent. Think about it like this. What if they sign a contract for like 4 albums?
Yep.
And they've got voice recordings of their own voice.
Yes.
Right, not AI generated. And they die on their second one. Like, are they owing their music studio like 2 more albums?
That's how it's been working.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But I still think it's inhumane.
It's icky, man. I don't know. It's really icky.
It's the same that happened with like X and Lil Peep, you know, and Juice WRLD and all those guys. They still get like albums released, like to this day.
Yeah, Juice WRLD has like 4 albums after. I think Juice WRLD has more albums after he passed than he was alive.
Because the reason I don't fuck with it is just because the artists themselves, maybe that music wasn't in their vision, you know? That's why it wasn't out yet at that time, you know? Or the music that goes up, it probably didn't align with their values or things like that.
And
but they don't have a say.
Like, yeah. And it's a reason that they didn't come out with that music at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it could have been just like a throwaway, or it could have been something that like...
They weren't happy
They were
with
just
it.
experimenting with.
Exactly.
And he got these like greedy ass record label executives being like, let's compile an album, let's get 12 tracks, let's drop a feature on every single one, because the songs are usually like unfinished and stuff. And
yeah, like if Kanye West passed away tomorrow and then next week they're like Donda 2, you know? It's just...
Bully, Donda 3, Donda 4. Like,
you know? It's
What do you
like...
think about like if either their kids or like their parents sell their IP rights or like their voice rights to the music label for millions of dollars, then they just like AI generate their voice to make songs?
I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, with the AI thing, it's a little interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's like a commercial recently that came out, like that blew the hell up last year, which had Marilyn Monroe. Do you guys know who Marilyn Monroe is?
Yeah.
The woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
not a very good way to describe it.
a woman. Biography on the grave, a woman. No, but like, yeah, she was in the headlines recently because obviously she's like, at the time she was one of the most famous women of all time, and recently they put her in an ad, but obviously it was like an AI version of her. It looked kind of realistic, kind of not, and people were like,
Kind of
like that. It's a little icky, man. And even like if you go back, like I think it's like 10 years ago at this point, or maybe 11 years ago, in Coachella they had a hologram of Tupac performing. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
Did they?
Yeah, they had like a full-on hologram of Tupac performing. Like a whole set, like a 20-minute set.
And didn't the Drake song have like AI generated Tupac in it?
Yeah. He had like Tupac, Snoop Dogg, all AI generated, featured on the track.
Like, would you say these artists are brands? Like, because after, I think it's 50 years or something, they get like public use.
Yeah.
Like, are they brands or is it different? Because like for Disney, like the original Mickey Mouse is now... Like anyone can use it.
Yeah.
Like, is that the same for artists like IP like Juice WRLD?
That's different though from like let's say like a fucking
fictional
comic,
character?
you know, right? This Spider-Man has been written by like so many different people, right? But he's a fictional character, right? It's like me taking control of your corpse when you die.
But wouldn't it be a fictional character to like play a rapper or like have a certain persona around like a rapper
What
that
do you
build
mean?
up? So you got like your regular self, right? But then when you're acting or on stage, you have a persona. Like, wouldn't that persona be something that like you can sellable, like something you can market and sell?
I see. I see what you're saying.
He definitely has a point.
But it all depends on like, I think it's just a moral compass thing.
Yeah,
like,
but
on the morals of that person who was the artist, you know.
Yeah.
Whether they consent to doing stuff like that, then I guess it's fine. It's all in their vision.
Devil's advocate, I like, to Dan's original point, it's like, if I'm a record label and I just signed somebody and I gave them $10 million for 4 albums, they pass after 2 albums. I already gave them the $10 million. I need to recoup that money back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I see where they're coming from. I just don't.
I get like
I don't agree with it.
contractually obliged to it,
Yeah.
right? And I understand
Surely
it. I
there's,
just
like,
don't
death
like
clauses.
it, but I get it. You know, does
Surely
that
there's
make
like death clauses and stuff. I don't know.
It must be. I
It
mean,
feels weird. It does feel weird. And it's I don't know about you guys, but I've never tuned into a posthumous album satisfied. Like it's never. I don't think there's one good posthumous album I can name. From like an X album, from like a Pop Smoke album, from a Mac Miller album.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me neither. I didn't
Yeah.
like any of the
Even
yeah,
like
it's
Michael
always
Jackson.
better when they're alive. Eh?
Yeah.
100%.
It just feels weird, Nikki. I don't know. So if you are a record label, don't release music. Actually, there's a. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the
Take away.
with the artist called Anderson .Paak.
I do.
He has a cool tattoo on his like forearm over here, and it says, "Do not posthumously release any of my music. All my work dies with me. Blah blah blah. Do not resuscitate." And it's a pretty cool like
That's his tattoo.
yeah.
Cool.
He has a. It's like literally like a whole script written on his
Jeez.
forearm, and yeah, it'd be really crazy if a record label did release an album after he passed. Because he like
Imagine
actually
the
broke it down.
outrage if Taylor Swift died,
Yeah, and she released a.
and then they
after
release
death
a new album, right?
But like fans are hungry anyway. Like I don't know. Like, do you still feed the fans?
I reckon it had mixed reactions, like when it
Yeah.
releases, but a few years later, people will listen to it and not even like.
I think it's different.
Are you for or against posthumous albums?
I'm against it, but
Yeah. Are you for
Money.
or against posthumous albums?
I hate them. I'm against it.
Same. It's a no from me. Sorry. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you later. Subscribe to the newsletter. Peace.